welcome to Aussie Tumbler Makers. I'm Panda, and tonight I'm going to show you a foil burst. Now, I am aware that there is a trend going around at the moment where you wrap the cup in double-sided adhesive and you do the glittering of the different sections, and it's not that kind of burst. They used to be called the double-sided glitter method. That has been around for a while. Like, I did a tutorial on the same thing back in 2019 for the Americans. Right, so it is a method that's been around for a while, but it goes under different names depending on when it ebbs and flows, right? Before those bursts, we had a trend going around called the unicorn burst. And if anybody doesn't know what the unicorn burst is, it was where you did like different pastel colors around the middle of a cup, and then you'd put a cheat glitter over the whole lot of it. Okay, so with that kind of burst in mind, I am a member of a lot of groups, a lot of Tumblr groups, big and small. I don't necessarily go on TikTok a lot anymore, only because of the way that my mind was. I'd start watching a video and the next thing I knew, I'd been watching TikTok for like 4 hours and had completely disassociated from the rest of my life. So TikTok is no. No TikTok for Laura for a little while, until I can regain my focus. But I am a member of a lot of Facebook groups, big and small. I have one American group in particular that is, I think they've only got like 300 or 400 members, that in comparison to other groups, they're a tiny group. I have a friend in there called Megan, or Meg, and she's the one who first came to that group with the original method. And the original method, I think she called it a foil patina, which was like a patina method is like a rusty look, right? So it was a teal cup, and then she'd gone from the bottom and the top around with golds and mint glitters and a like normal colored leopard print nail foil, right? So she was coming in sections that went from the top and the bottom. Are you still with me? I fell in love with that. I've done one that's exactly the same as the way that she did it, with the teal, the mint. I've also done one that was reverse, where it was a really light mint base instead of a dark teal base, and did it that way. I've done a purple one. Tonight, if you've already figured out, we're doing pinks and purples, only because I got this nail foil in one of the kits. Isn't that cute? It's not even leopard print, right? It's got like all different, isn't that cool? So that's going to be my feature one tonight. And that's what I meant by foil burst. Let's just catch up. Hello to everybody jumping on. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. That's going to be edited out before it goes on my channel. Thank you very much, Sonia. I try. We're gonna get there together, right? But no other group in the world would have been as tolerant as you guys have been. So I really deeply appreciate it. Hi, Joe and Anna. Anna's stuck by my side through everything. She knows a lot more than what obviously I'm prepared to say in public. But even like in my darkest times, she's never given up on me. She's a good egg, our Anna. Mel's here. I actually know Mel Edwards, if anybody's watching. I know her in real life. She's a good egg too. She's an incredible human being. She's actually doing an art piece for me at the moment because she paints and I can't draw stick figures, so I commission her to do all my paintings. As soon as it's ready, I'm going to post it in the group because she does phenomenal paintings. Hello, Yvonne. Okay, let's get started. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like it better. What is this called? Go away. That's better. I'm not sure whether it's going to look better with the light on or off, so bear with me. Also, I was planning on using an embossing gun tonight because it's a little bit quieter, but when I plugged it in and turned it on, you know that smell that your hairdryer gets when it sucks up some of your hair, and it's like that unmistakable smell of burning hair, right? That's what my embossing gun smelled like, so I don't know if it's dust or what, but it was pretty strong. So I'm going with my heat gun tonight. I do apologize. It's going to be very loud in my microphone because there's going to be like this much of a difference. But to get to this point, no, I like it better with the light off. I know there's an overshadow and I do apologise, but it's a bit glary, isn't it? Hi, Beck. Oh, okay, Mel, I'll message you after. Because if you want, I can just give you cash. But I'll message you after the live. We are starting with a prepped tumbler already, and I'll see if it comes up. See, it is sparkly. Okay. This is a 15-ounce skinny. To get to this point, I sanded and washed my cup, made sure it was dry. Gave it a white base. I'm using Aussie Export in the matte white at the moment. Spray painted it. When that was dry, I put the first coat of epoxy on, and because of the color scheme that we're using with the pinks and the purples and whatever else, I actually put, see that pink shift, right? It is Anna's Slimer from the Spooky series. It's not coming up on camera, but to the naked eye you can see the shimmer and it looks white. But as you tip it in different directions, you can see the pink shift. It's the most subtle pink shift. But I just thought that was cool. Instead of it just being boring white, it's got that tiny little bit of a pink tinge to it. And I'm hoping that that sets off the design. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to move my big head out of the way. Okay. Oh, okay, Janine. Janine says that my embossing gun smells like that because I haven't used it for a while. Dude, it's my mum's. I bought that for her like 3 years ago, and I think she's used it twice for like actual with the embossing powders and stuff. She's well, she's only used it twice, so that could explain a lot as well. I need my apron because I'm trying to get into the practice of wearing an apron so that not every single pair of my clothes has resin and glue and paint and stuff on it, because we're getting there's not much that I own. Actually, I'm not even sure if I own anything that doesn't have some kind of stain on it. So I'm getting into the habit of wearing an apron like a good girl, because I've unconsciously wiped my hands. Okay, so once you have your prepped base, to do this method, has anybody seen like the original one that I'm talking about where it has like the tops and bottoms done, right? But basically what we're going to do tonight is it's going to go glitter, foil, glitter, foil, glitter, foil, all the way around in what I hope works out to be a consistent pattern. I kind of worked it out that we should be able to get 3 lots of pattern in. If I split the cup into thirds. So pray to the crafting gods that I can keep my lines kind of even so that we can end up with a consistent pattern. Otherwise, if I end up doubling up somewhere or it doesn't quite fit, that's where the vinyl's going. I've already decided that. To do this, you will need some kind of repositionable glue. I am using Tack It. I mix up my Tack It at a 50-50 ratio, which is 1 part Tack It to 1 part water. Okay, you give it a really good stir, and then I keep them in little, make up a batch at a time and keep it in a little container. The nail foils we are using are all from Amazon. These 2 here, I will link it all at the end. These 2 here came out of one set. It was 50 sheets, that size. So I picked them out to complement this. This came in a pack of 10 different ones. I just thought they were cute. See? All different ones. I really like this one and the 2 rainbow ones as well. So they came from Amazon as well. And then of course, I mean, depending on the size of the project and what you want to do, as long as you have even amounts of glitter to foil. So if you're using 2 foils, have 2 glitters. If you're using 3, 4, 4, and so on, because that's what's going to make the repetitive pattern around. Okay, so they're the 3 foils that I'm using tonight. And then to complement them, we have, I'm matching. Which way am I matching? This is the, hang on, let's do it the way that the pattern's going to go. So it's going to go the pink foil, and then I have, it's not going to come up, I'll try. It is a really pastel pink. See that? Like pale, pale pink. This is Fairy Floss from Lush Glitters. And then we're going to go our Leopard Print. And then we're going to go, that one's a bit easier to see. This is like a pastel purple. This is Gliss from DJ Designs. This purple. And then this is Icy Pink from DJ Designs as well. Danny has been kind enough to give a discount code for anybody that wants to place an order at any time. If you go to her website, I have tagged her in the description of this video. If you go to her website, she is offering 10% off store-wide if you use the code PANDA10, no spaces or capitals. Okay, so yay, thanks Danny. I like it when people support me like that. And then it passes on to you, and then everybody wins. Okay, so that's our colour scheme that we're using tonight. Why do I feel like it should be that way? I think it's that way. I think we're going glitter foil, because then these two, yeah, I think that's how I'm going to go. Okay, so you watch me fuck this up tonight. We're doing well so far. Foil, that, foil, let's do this. Let's do this. Which pink? This one. That's the same one that we had in our craft along. Same pink. Okay. Should I have some water? No, I shouldn't have some water. I should have somewhere to put my brush though. That's a better idea. Here we go. Look at me trying not to make a mess. No time like the present, I suppose. And the whole point of it is to not be perfect. Okay? Obviously the line has to go up and down. But you'll see the effect more with the foil than the glitter, I think. Hang on. Heat gun, guys. I'm going to have to dry each section as we go. So there's going to be a lot of on, off, on, off. And I do apologise for that, but there's, like I said, I tried to be quieter and it backfired. And it stank. If it was just a little bit, I wouldn't have been such a little bitch about it, but like I had it running for a good 2 or 3 minutes trying to get the smell to go away, and it just got stronger. And yeah, it was bad. So, no embossing gun tonight. Just try and move everything out of my way because I know I'm going to fuck up somehow. It's coming. Okay, so we're starting off with the Fairy Floss. Somewhere here. Yay. I need a dry brush. That's a terrible brush. That didn't do anything. Let's try you. There we go, that's better. Okay, so even though we're using Tack It, I don't want to rub off like you would with a Tack It method. Okay, I'm going to leave my glitter on. See, and we have our first. My lighting is really bad tonight, guys, and I'm sorry, but if I do that, see, it's even worse. So this is what we've got. At least my microphone's working tonight and I don't sound like I'm 20k down the road. I didn't realise how full that one was. Okay, one down. We can do this. Okay, so now that we've got our first line down, it's going to be easy to figure out where the rest of them sit. I can hear my pussycats at my door, wondering why I'm in here and they're not. I'm just trying to make the edges a little bit more jagged so that I can show you. Try not to make your tack it too thick. Too thick means that it's going to be lumpy and gross. And right. So doing it in a way where you guys can see. You put your nail foil down. You rub it. And you rub it some more. And you have your foil. Okay, so you can tell exactly where I've missed with my brush. Okay, but that is the general idea. Everybody still with me? So that's what I meant with my burst. Okay, in the style of a unicorn burst. Having said that though, if you wanted to do like the full wrap burst with the glitter that everybody's doing, if you wanted to do that with foil, obviously these little strips aren't going to be much service to you. You're going to have to buy the A4 sheets. You can get them from Amazon. You can get them from eBay. If you know of any small businesses in Australia that are stocking the A4 sheets, please put them in the comments. I'm not aware of any as yet, but always happy for you to change my mind. But the process would be pretty much the same as what we're doing tonight, except you've already got, like, you wouldn't need any tack it, you've already got your glue, but you peel off, and instead of glittering, you'd put the foil down and rub. Okay, and lift off. If that doesn't work, then maybe find the colouring in page or print it as a water slide. Put the water slide on the cup, epoxy it, and then go in the same way that I did with when we did the Wing It with Anna with the Beauty and the Beast rose, when I went in with the Mod Podge, but do it with Tack It and paint between the lines with the Tack It and do the foil that way. And there's no reason why. I mean, those kind of bursts take a lot of patience, but there's no reason why you couldn't do it with foil. Even if you accent with the foil and do, most of it glitter, but just have some foil accents. My logic suggests that it'd work exactly the same way as what we're doing tonight, but I'm very sorry to anybody that's disappointed and thought that that's what you're getting. You're not. I did try to explain it in the comments on my post earlier today, that it wasn't going to be that kind of burst. We're going old school burst, as in unicorn burst, but in the style of a foil patina. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the Gliss. This one you can see a bit better. And now we're slowly starting to get a pattern. Does anybody have any questions so far? Thanks, Sonia. Now the leopard. I haven't used this one yet. So I'm a wee bit excited. Did everybody enjoy their Easter? They're very quiet Easter. My daughter was at, I've got 3 kids. I've got a 12-year-old son and 11-year-old boy-girl twins. My daughter was at her best friend's house. She was supposed to sleep over just the Friday night. Ended up being the Friday and the Saturday night. So, and this was the last year that the Easter Bunny came to my house. So she missed the last Easter where the Easter Bunny came. She didn't get home until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had a really quiet Easter, and then yesterday we drove and took the kids to Queensland for their other grandmother, and now I won't see them till next Monday. Yay! I do love my kids, but I'm a single mum. So I do enjoy that very rare occasion where they're not with me. Doesn't happen very often. Get to go out for dinner tomorrow night. Had an adult conversation without having to worry where the kids are. What are they doing? Right. I'm looking forward to it. Probably should have tested this one because I have not used it yet to see whether it works, but I shouldn't do that to you, hey. I should do it from this way so that you can see as well. Oh yeah. Look, isn't that cool? I've been wanting to use this one for a while, so I'm a bit successful lazy Susan. Oh, cool. Congratulations. Rebecca says she's just finished her first lazy Susan. Jo says nice to have some you time. Oh, yeah. I do love my kids, right? But I love them in the same way that every parent loves their children, where I also like my me time. Right? I wouldn't trade them for the world, but I'm also not going to say no to some me time, especially when me time is very few and far between. Like even to the point where me and my daughter actually share a bedroom and we have a bunk bed. So she has the top bunk and I have the double bed down the bottom. Like that's how little personal space I have. That's why I have this room. When we went into lockdown, we built this room into the garage. So my dad's boat is on the other side of that wall. Just so I could have a space that was mine as a grown-up. And they still come in and out. But yeah. All parents, all individual grown-ups need their own space from other human beings. So I'm not going to feel guilty about being happy that they're at their other grandmother's house, because I know that they will come back in a week and life will return to normal. And it will all be okay. Okay, so this is the Icy Pink. Ta-da! And now we're starting, that's one. We're going to get 2 lots in, guys, because I made them thick and chunky. What's that off? Is it Madagascar too? I like them big. I like them chunky. Are you talking about the hippo? Does anybody know what I'm talking? I know what I'm talking about. only got the purple. So I miscalculated slightly. I thought we might get 3. But then I got here and got enthusiastic, and now we're getting 2. This purple that I'm about to do may be the one that misses out on getting a double feature, but we shall see. Madagascar too. Hi, Belinda. Yes, that's it. Moto likes you. My daughter is an adult now. Do you only have the one daughter? Because the twins, I've always been like, yay, you graduated high school. Yay, first day of school, right? It's been a really happy event. But my eldest is there's just something about mothers and sons, isn't there? I cried on his first day of kindergarten. Last year he was in year 6, and I cried after I took him on his high school tour, and then I cried after I got the enrollment papers in the mail, and then I cried when I handed in his enrollment papers, and then I cried at his year 6 graduation, and then I cried at his first day. I'm a mess when it comes to my firstborn. So I am. The twins can grow up whenever they like, but my son, if he could stay a little boy just for a little bit longer, because out of all 3 of mine, he's the one that I notice is growing up really, really, really quickly. My baby. And that just makes me feel even older. It's alright when they're real little, and then, you know, bam, they're in high school and you're like, oh, I'm getting old. Okay, so that is now our entire pattern. That, I promise you, when I take the picture with me shot box, you're going to see that that is in fact a pastel pink, right? So it goes pink, the pinky rose, the purple, the leopard, the icy, the purple foil. If I can get that to come up, please show up. Yep, there we go. And now we go around again. Oh, see, Joe knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so I am relaunch. Like I said, I'm filming all this week. I have the shaker cup tutorial that Janine mentioned last night. That is scheduled to go up tomorrow late afternoon. So I will post the link for it in the group when that does go up. And then I'm going to spend my week filming. Lots of different things. I've got demos that need finishing off. I've actually got, in all honesty, I've got about 6 videos on my computer that need editing. So I'm going to film a couple of demos and a couple of tutorials and edit everything that I've got. And then bit by bit, I'm going to start uploading weekly again, and you guys can have content. But, hang on. I'm not sure if you can hear me over my heat gun. So I don't want to keep talking when, just in case. And then I have to go live. When is it? It will be the first week of May. So I have an idea of maybe something that we can do that's not a cup. But if you have other ideas, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Because my style of live, I've tried it once and I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all when we went into lockdown last year. And I said that I had to try it. I tried it. I hated it. It'll never be me. I like sticking to my tutorial style. So obviously I'm not confident enough to do what the other girls do and jump on and do whatever I'm working on and have a chat. That's not me. So obviously, to go live, I need to have something to teach you. So let me know what you want to see, please. And then I can work around that. Girls still live at home. My son moved out when I was 18. No, it's not. It's not heartless. I just think, you know, it's all different. Like I said, it doesn't affect me at all when it comes to my twins going through exactly the same thing. And they were actually born 11 months after, or 11 and a half months. They were born. They were due 2 weeks before he turned 1, and they came 3 days before he turned 1. So every year, all 3 of them are the same age for 3 days before Ryder moves forward to space. So maybe it's because, like, the entire first year of his life, that where it was just him and me, it still wasn't just him and me because I was pregnant. So I always thought maybe that has something to do with it. Just because we didn't get a lot of us time before the twins came along. I don't know. I've never studied psychology. Got no interest in it either. My brain is enough to try and figure out. I'm not going to pretend like I know anybody else's. So more Tack It. More drying. And then back to this baby pink. For 3 weeks. See, that was what was supposed to be Ryder and the twins. But they hung in there. And even my my doctor was saying, I don't know how you are still holding on to these babies. Like all that bullshit about how twins come early. No, they don't. I'm not that lucky. And they're all early January babies. So it was like through the heat of bloody summer 2 years in a row. Don't do things in half measures, that's all. Ta-da! So now we need the purple. Without the purple going over our foil. So that's the only thing I'm going to fuck up tonight. Then I'm happy with that. Putting Tack It in the wrong spot. I can live with that. Because it's glitter, I'm not going to dry it. I'm just going to dump it on. Oh, look, we're coming back around. No, you can't see from that distance, can you? Oh, getting close. Means we're almost finished. Okay, so we're done with that. We're done with the pink. start moving stuff out of my way so I don't pick up the wrong thing. Okay, this time I do have to dry it because it's the foil. On his sister's second birthday. But was she excited to be a big sister? Like, was it, oh my god, this is the best birthday present ever? Or was this a, thanks, Mom. You've just ruined my life, Mum. We got discharged on my son's first birthday. So we celebrated his birthday in February instead because he was 1 and he didn't fucking know any different, did he? And he never will. Not frozen here. I'm just going to go back. Etching glasses, Belinda. I'm filming that this week as a demo for... fuck, I can't remember the name of it. The etch, Armor Etch. You can get it from Audax. And I haven't done a demo for Audax yet. So I'm filming that this week. So keep an eye out. Oh, see, great minds. Ready? Oh, I love this one. It's just so freaking cute. Look at it. No. It's a bit cute. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. I thought that was the Tack It brush that had hit that then. My heart stopped. No. Roll it up. So I'll go through and find the links on my Amazon account for these as well. And I'll put it all up at the end of the live. And then, obviously, when it goes on YouTube, it'll all be in the description box. Because then you don't have to spend hours searching through posts to find a video you want to see. It's all in one spot. Okay, 2 more. We can do this. I'm going to do a little one. Little halfway one. Of that Icy Pink. Do that away from the microphone. Oh no, wrong brush. Away from the microphone. I just tried to dry brush with my Tack It brush that's in my mouth because I mean, I'm surprised we got this far, honestly. I had and it was probably just wine party, but I did have this feeling of impending doom. You know the ones. You know the ones I'm talking about. So this whole life, I've just been waiting for something to go unequivocally sideways. Oh no, I need you. I haven't finished with you yet. Last one. Fill it in. And I've stayed pretty consistent with me sizing. I don't know about you, but especially with the unicorn bursts on a pen, I had a tendency to like start from here to here, and by the time I was halfway around I was like here to here, and then I had to come back down and match it, and yeah. So I've stayed pretty consistent tonight. Last bit. Just missed the spot down the bottom. Ta-da! There we go. I'm happy with that. So, that is now... Let's see if I... No, the shadow doesn't make it any better either, does it? That is now what we're left with. So, nope, that's horrible. I'll do it at this angle then. Fine, I'll do it at this angle. Right, so, starting with our pink... Oh. I've actually worked in a... anti-clockwise. Oh no, because we started with the pink. I was going to say we've worked in an anti-clockwise direction, but we haven't. Yes, we have. I have. I've gone, because I've been holding it this way going clockwise, the pattern now goes anti-clockwise. Okay. So let's just start with our leopard print, shall we? Right, leopard print, pastel purple, pink rose, pastel pink, purple, fuchsia, and around again. And that is my take on what was known as the foil patina, but I've done it in the style of a unicorn burst. Ta-da! Let's have a look at comments. How long are those foils? You know what? That's an excellent question. They are a mystery. They are made in China. I can tell you that much. It will be in the description of what I ordered. But I reckon about 20 centimeters. Oh no, you know what I've got? I've got... Let's have a look. "21 centimeters by 4. And they come in, move this all out of the way, get out of my way. Pack like this. And there are 50 of them, I believe. But I'll have, like, I bought them a while ago. I've been meaning to do this tutorial since last year, like ask Anna. And the, oh shit, hang on, I've got them here. The first lot that I bought that I thought I was buying, because it was really late at night. Okay, I do all of my Amazon purchases late at night. When I can't sleep. And I'm not wearing my glasses. And I actually thought I bought leopard print. And I ended up buying these. Right? Which, if you look, is like a weird... Right? Obviously not leopard print. So we've had a few obstacles to get through to get us here tonight. Yeah, these are in a 50 pack rather than the rolls. And you can see there's some floral patterns. There's some more leopard print in there, some more solid colours. Right, so there's a good variety. They are only little strips. Like I said, if you were going to do a big project or you were going to attempt one of the foil bursts that I think you were talking about with Rebecca Monique, where you do like the wrap burst that everybody's glittering, but instead of using glitter you use foil. You're going to need A4 sheets or even rolls of foil. Please don't get them from Spotlight. Spotlight sell, what's the Heidi something? They sell that brand and they sell mink, and it's like, for a 12 by 12 sheet you're paying like $18 or something. No, don't do that. Look on eBay, look on Amazon, look on AliExpress, right? Look on Wish if you're willing to wait 75 years. You can find it a lot cheaper. But for what I needed it for, and obviously if I'm doing like this method or the patina method where you're going from top to bottom, I don't need big A4 sheets to do it. And I like the variety in that pack, so that's why I got that pack. But yeah, if you're thinking about doing it all the time, I do recommend A4 sheets compared to the little strips, but I will post the description of them. She wanted her presents. Joe, what would be cool to watch? The glass etching. Excuse me. That's coming this week. I can schedule it for next week. If there's that much interest in it, I'll bump it to the top of my list. Because I want to have all of my filming done by Friday night, so Saturday, Sunday I can focus on editing everything, and then from there I should have 3, maybe 4 product demos and another 4 tutorials on top of that. So I've got 6 to 8 weeks worth to upload, but I won't be doing it all at once. The whole point is to get ahead enough so that I can do lives and stuff as well. A storm. We've had 3 days of sunshine. I'm in Port Macquarie, so we've had rain and more rain and more rain and more rain and more. But we've had 3 days of sunshine, so it's been good. Everything's drying out again. Looking hard. I know you're talking about the cup and not me. Thank you, Janine. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Christy's here. Christy knows what I'm talking about. The foil patinas, you know, the ones where they go from the top to the bottom. Same idea, but as a unicorn burst. And you all love it. Thank you so much. Joe, yes, do you have to seal it? I don't like answering questions in the way of have to or don't have to, except when it comes to safety. Like, you have to look after your respiratory system when it comes to using resin. So would I recommend that you seal it before epoxy? That's exactly what I'm going to do, for no other reason than I don't want the glitter moving around. It'll protect the foil so that the foil doesn't, like when the epoxy's heating up, the foil doesn't dissolve and disappear into nothing. But it's also because we've used 3 different types of glitter and one is exceptionally darker than the other 2. I don't want my Icy Pink moving into my pastels and ruining the whole look. So I am going to seal this probably twice before epoxy. Thank you, everybody. You are so welcome, Kylie. It's nice and easy. I think the hardest part about it is going to be picking which foils you want to use. And your color scheme, but like I said, pinks and purples obviously look really well, look really nice. Doing mint, teal and gold combos is one of my favorites. Doing pinks and blues works as well. I really want to do a black and gold one with like a traditional leopard print with black and gold, like gold, like yellow gold and champagne gold and black. And so one day I'll get around to doing that, but have fun with it. I mean, you don't even have to use leopard print. I would recommend using 2 plain and 1 patterned. Whatever that pattern is completely up to your creative expression. We're done anyway, Belinda. Have a lovely night. I don't know about the Cricut sheets, Rebecca. I don't use Cricut products. I'm a silhouette girl. You're welcome, Monique. Do it, Kim. I was the same for a little while. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get around to it one day. But I've used foil on a few things now. I've used nail foils on everything but my nails. They're fun. And doing it this way with the Tack It, super easy. Super easy. Do it, Christy, and then post it. Christy makes amazing things. If you don't follow, oh, can you drop your Instagram link, please, Christy? Christy is one of our mods. She's our quiet little background chicken, but she's an incredible artist, an absolutely incredible artist. If you haven't followed her on Instagram yet, you need to go and do that, because some of the things that she creates is just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, she creates beautiful pieces. So I'm very excited to see what she brings to the table as well. We're done! Thank you very much for joining me this evening. Don't forget to drop your suggestions for the next tutorial below. I can teach all day, but if I'm not teaching something that you guys want to see, it's going to get pretty boring for you. And it takes the anxiety off me trying to go, oh, do they want to see this? Do they want to learn this? I wonder if this will get right. If you tell me what to do, I'll do it. All day long, I'll do it. No worries. If you are watching this on replay, please, I should have said this at the beginning, please hashtag replay so we know that you still caught it. Otherwise, this is going to get 2 coats of clear spray to seal it and a coat of resin. I'm actually going to do a pen to match it. That part you're going to have to wait and see, because that part's going to be part of the part. The pen is going to be part of what gets uploaded to YouTube, because I'm actually doing this as a set, but the pen is done as a wrap, which I've already covered before, which is why I didn't do it tonight, but we're done. So keep an eye out for the YouTube version. It will be posted in the group at some point. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye. Hello and welcome back. This is the second part of the foil burst set that I mentioned in the live in that first part. I did mention that I was going to do a pen to make it a set. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I apply my pen wraps. Now, I'm not going to go into any detail in this video how to make your own pen wraps. If there is a high enough demand for making your own, I can do that at a later date. But up the top of your screen about now, you're going to see a link pop up for my other video that is my pen tutorial. To date, it is my most watched tutorial that I've ever done on YouTube. It goes through, it was right when pens were becoming a thing. I was actually the first one to do a tutorial in that style. I go through the entire process in that video. It is a really long video, but it is stacked full of information. I go through how to prep your pen. I show you how to do 4 styles of pen. There's an ink swirl, a beach, a pen wrap, and fuck, I can't remember the other one. I think an ombre maybe, or just a plain glittered pen. But there is 4 styles of design, and then I go into packaging as well. That video is, I reckon, over 12 months old now, and it is still my highest watched video on my YouTube. So if you are into making resin pens, or you are interested in getting into resin pens, make sure you check out that video, because that has all of the information in it, including a more detailed version of the pen wraps that I'm going into tonight. But I made this one on Dr. Deagle's clear paper. Not that you can see that it's clear, because I've cut all of the writing off, but it is the clear water slide. I'm going to be putting this over a pen that I have already, white always. It's so glary in my camera. Please focus. See, that's already been glittered and resined and is ready for its water slide. I have an inkjet printer, so I have to seal all of mine, but I'm going to show you my way of applying wraps to pens. Because to this day it's still the easiest way that I figured out how to do it. So while my wrap is soaking, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my pen has water all over it, because it helps stay. It helps the wrap to stick. Okay. I do know if you've bought your wraps from, your water slide paper from eBay, this is going to be a little bit tricky for you to do. It does work beautifully with the Dr. Deacle water slide papers, because they are just that little bit thicker, so please keep that in mind. That's why I will recommend them till the cows come home, because it is much easier, even with cups. It is so much easier to work with this paper. Okay, so now I have put that upside down so the adhesive side is facing up and flat on my silicone mat. I'm now going to go get my pen. I'm going to make sure that the bottom of the slide lines up with the bottom of my pen. I'm going to push that in and push down and rub sideways. Wiggle it a little bit, and then as I roll it up, my slide's going to come with it. Okay. Now, the same way that we had issues in the live. What's going on here? I have a big bubble. Oh no. Oh no. See, it's because I got so cocky with the live. Because nothing went wrong in the live, something's going to go wrong here. Okay. Let's try that again. Make sure that there's no creases this time. It's a big fat ugly bubble. Look, it's there again. It's just in this one spot the water slide is buckling, and I don't know. There we go. So I don't know why. See guys, Dr. Deacle paper. As if you could do this with any other brand. I'm trying desperately to save it so I don't have to re-record. Okay, there we go. Alright, so back to what I was saying. The same thing's going to happen where it happened in the live the other night. Please focus. That is a pastel purple and a pastel pink there. Then I have a gap here, right? And then it goes into my fuchsia and my purple and back around. Now I can see that I feel like I've forgotten something. Oh no, I haven't. It's got pastel pink, rose pink, purple. I was going to say, I think I've only got 5, but I don't. I have 6. To the naked eye, I can see it. I know that you guys aren't going to be able to see it on camera, but the whole point of doing that part was to show you how I apply my wraps. Okay, so using the Dr. Deacle and Mr. Hyde paper, and as always, everything that I use is down in the description box. If you're using an inkjet printer, make sure you seal it. Soak it in the water, put it upside down on your silicone mat so that the sticky side is facing up. Wet your pen, lay your pen down, give it a wiggle and roll. And it works. It does work. I don't know why I had a big air bubble in it tonight, but I promise you, it does work. It's because I said it was the easiest method. I jinxed myself, I think. Okay, so now that that part is done, I'm going to go ahead where my gap is and get my Tack It. Going to put my Tack It in that gap there. We're going to do exactly what we did. I'm going to put it on my attachment so I don't burn my hand. And dry it like we did in the cup tutorial. Okay, and same as we did rub our foil in the same way, peel away so that we still have that same pattern when we do our matching pen. Okay, so I'm now going to go ahead, let this dry out, do the resin, finish off the pen as normal. If you'd like to see the full process of how to make a pen, like I said, make sure you check out that video that popped up at the top. It's also going to be, you know, at the end of a video where the end screen comes up with a recommended video, the pen tutorial is going to be there as well. But I just wanted to show you quickly an easy way of applying pen wraps since we were using a wrap for this one. Look, you can see it is showing up now. See, there's pink, there's the purple. The baby pink still doesn't want to cooperate, but it is there. Okay, so that is the matching pen that is now going to go with our tumbler. Alrighty, jumping in right at the end because these are now finished. They've got, I ended up, as I mentioned in the live video, this got 2 coats of clear spray seal, and now I've put 1 coat of epoxy, like a flood coat, to seal in the glitter and the final coat. And if I hold it this way, now you can see, right, see there's pink, purple, right, you can see it a little bit better now. So that is our finished cup. And after I did the wrap on the pen, I actually did go in, I'll see if I can get it to show up. I actually did go in with the purple and the pink glitter and the scrap foil that we had for the pink and purple. Only because after I finished recording, I was looking at it, and the pink and purple, especially like the 2 pastels, weren't as bright in the water slide as I wanted them to be. And I still had a little bit of the foil from the other night from the cup left over as well. So I've redone that pattern to match our cup. Right, please focus. So now that is a finished set as well. They've all got resin on them. I'll go and take photos for the thumbnail and I'll get this uploaded to you. As always, thank you very, very much for joining me on this adventure. I hope you learnt something. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.